Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Penny.
The Lord is risen. Yay. And you say, He is risen indeed. Say that real loud.
He is risen indeed.
That's right. And this is the day we celebrate the fact that Christ rose from the dead. Now, my mom has a pretend game she wants you to play. Are you up for it? Okay. Well, I do, and this is it. I want you to imagine that a woman came, say, this morning, and she said, I will give your Sunday school class $1,000. $1,000 if they can do one thing for me. Well, I said, what's this? Now, something you need to know is that this woman is 9 months pregnant. She's due to have her baby pretty soon, and what she wants you to do is to tell that unborn baby that's inside of her what their mother looks like. Because this is a very beautiful woman, and she said she's worried. She thinks that the first face the child will see is the nurse or the doctor, not her. So she wants the baby to know ahead of time who the mother is and what the mother looks like. So are you up for that challenge?
I wouldn't do it because she could be lying.
Well, I think we can trust that she would give the money if you can do it. Yeah. If you can do it. So who's up for that challenge? Yes. What would you do? Okay, you describe to the baby. Do you think the baby would understand those words? I don't think so. Okay, what do you say? And you think that would describe what the mother looked like?
No, that's not.
Okay, we got 2 tries. Yes, Jimmy. Does she have blonde hair? No, brown. Yeah. Okay. 3rd, yes, Jennifer. Yes, she has blue eyes. Does that help you? Yeah? Okay, what are you going to say to that baby that's not yet born? How are you going to describe your mom? Or her mom, excuse me. Or his mom. Yeah. Sydney. No. It's a hard, it's a difficult challenge, yes.
Talk to God.
And you think that would work? Yeah, I'm guessing maybe not in that case. Yeah. Very good guess. Very good guess. But you know what? I think we're stumped. I think we don't get the $1,000. Okay? So, what I want to say is that the reason why Jesus, when he died, didn't tell us more about what heaven is like when we're going to die is because it's impossible, right? So I'm going to share with you one of my all-time favorite stories. And you know how every Christmas, what story do you hear? Every Christmas.
The night before Christmas.
Yes, exactly. It was the night before Christmas. Well, this is my Easter counterpart to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I read it every Easter, and it's called Water Bugs and Dragonflies. Do you know this story?
No.
Okay, some of you do, others not. Here it is. Down below the surface of a quiet pond lived a little colony of water bugs. They were a happy colony living far away from the sun. For many months, they were very busy scurrying over the soft mud on the bottom of the pond. They did notice, though, that every once in a while, one of their colonies seemed to lose interest in going about with its friends. Clinging to the stem of a pond lily, it gradually moved out of sight and was seen no more. Look, said one of the water bugs to another. One of our colony is climbing up the lily stalk. Where do you suppose she's going? Up, up, up she went slowly. And even as they watched, the water bug disappeared from sight. Her friends waited and waited, but she didn't return. That's funny, said one water bug to another. Wasn't she happy here? Asked a second water bug. Where do you suppose she went? Wondered a third. No one had an answer. They were puzzled. Well, finally, one of the water bugs, a leader in the colony, gathered his friends together and said, I have an idea. The next one of us who climbs up the lily stalk has to promise to come back and tell us where he or she went and why. We promise, they all agreed. Well, one spring day, not long after that, the very water bug who had suggested the plan found himself climbing up the lily stalk. Up, up, up he went. And before he knew what was happening, he'd broken through the surface of the water and fallen onto the broad green lily pad above. Tired from his journey, he slept. But when he awoke, he looked about with surprise. He couldn't believe what he saw. A startling change had come to his old body. His movement revealed 4 silver wings and a long tail. Even as he struggled, he felt an impulse to move his wings, and the warmth of the sun soon dried the moisture from his new body, and he moved those wings again and suddenly found himself up above the water because he had become a dragonfly. Swooping and dipping in great curves, he flew through the air. By and by, that new dragonfly lighted on a lily pad to rest. And then it was that he looked below to the bottom of the pond. Why, he was right above his old friends, the water bugs. There they were, scurrying about just as he had been doing some time before. And without thinking, that dragonfly darted down because he remembered his promise. But suddenly, he hit the surface of the water and bounced away. Because now that he was a dragonfly, he could no longer go into the water. I can't return, he said in dismay. I tried, but I can't keep my promise. And even if I could go back, not one of the water bugs would know me now, not in my new body. I guess I'll just have to wait until they become dragonflies too. And then they'll understand what happened to me and where I went. And the dragonfly winged off happily into its wonderful new world of sun and air. The end. And now every Easter from now on, you can read that story. It's a wonderful reminder about why we don't know more about what it's like in heaven. Because we can't. What we can do is trust. What we can do is know. We've heard from Jesus, who died and came back, who said, "Hail, greetings," which means it's good. All is good. So, happy Easter, and guess what? You get to stay right here. You can stay seated, but you can't say a word, right, during the service? Yeah. Okay.